What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Sun Life.
And Canada.
Welcome to Parrish, Florida. Could this be the last affordable place in the Tampa area to buy a home? There's now a Chipotle and a Starbucks at this exit, as well as an Applebee's on 301. Let's explore Parrish. Right now, we're technically in Ellington, but Ellington is just a really small little area attached to Parrish. Parrish was last year. Is that a limo? Did I catch that? There's even limos out here now. Man, I tell you what, this place is grown. What are they doing in the middle of the road with a dog? I tell you what, these folks ain't right out here. Yeah, buddy, let's get going. But anyways, yes, this could be the last affordable place to buy a home in the Tampa area because they built a lot of new developments out here. And, well, Parrish, really, it's just along 301. It's in Manatee County. It was the 9th fastest growing zip code in the United States last year. I don't think that's going to happen this year. Unless we build one of those ICE detention centers out here or something like that. Every time that you drive through Parrish, this crap out here looks different because they're always putting in something new. Restaurants and things, but it's still somewhat of a food desert. Usually on Saturdays, you can see the line of people on 301 heading to Bradenton. So it's kind of a very commuter-heavy area. You can be in 35 minutes in St. Petersburg, downtown St. Petersburg. So this has become a very complicated little suburb for traffic. It's pretty bad right now. They've kind of built more houses and communities and roads, so it's one of those little places where eventually, if they keep building and they don't add any infrastructure, living out here is going to be a nightmare. But people don't have an option. You can buy a new house here for less than what it costs in Bradenton, and you're 10 minutes outside of Bradenton, and you're 35 minutes from St. Petersburg, and you're 45 minutes from Tampa. So where it's located at, you know, like people from all those cities are going to commute out here. People that live out here will commute to St. Pete, Tampa, Bradenton, and even Sarasota. So this is a little town that has grown tremendously because it's surrounded by all these large cities. The worst thing about living out here is probably the traffic, and then after traffic, it's probably the food desert. You know, suburban areas in general are pretty bland when it comes to things to do and eating and stuff like that, and this one is particularly bland. But that person's got like one of those giant poodles in the back seat of that car, man. One of those poodle dogs. Have you ever seen them golden doodle poodle dogs down there? They got a whole German poodle doodle behind that car, man. They want them German fighting dogs, man. You ever seen them German dog down there, man?
A
golden doodle poodle, man. On one side of the road we got a Publix, on the other side we got a Home Goods, Jersey Mike's mattress firm, and 1,000 other things back there. Actually, I come shopping over here all the time. There's good malls. There's a Polo store. You know, I gotta grab my, they Polo.
I go to Torrid.
You know they Polo. So like, there's a Polo store at the Ellington Mall. You know they Polo, so I gotta wear Polo. And
I gotta wear Torrid because
nobody asks you what you're wearing. Okay, they ask me what I'm wearing, women. You need to
they
learn.
didn't ask you either.
I ask myself. So next time you answer your own questions, I at least ask it first, woman. Anyways, they got a Polo store, they got a Nautica store, they got a Home Goods. I come over here and buy stuff all the time for the house. Buy some curtain rods, some curtains, some container bins on there, all type of stuff, man. Because that one's open till like 10 or 11 or something like that. I don't know how late, but down there, you go to that store down there, buy that stuff. They're building all type of stuff. Anyways, there's good shopping here, but it's, don't get me twisted though, it is a food desert, and every plaza that goes in, it's all the same thing. It's like a Publix, a Chinese restaurant, a dental care, a nail salon, and another dental care. Like, they're all the same types of businesses, which means like it's kind of a food desert out here, and a service desert at that. So these apartments here, I think they're moving pretty slow, aren't they? They build the towers, like, I guess they're going to build those, like, quote-unquote luxury apartments. They build the towers, and they haven't built anything else. They're paralyzed. I think that construction site might actually paralyze. New storage unit here, and then they're building something else over here.
It looks like a drive-through.
Looks like a Pollo Tropical.
It does. It Culver's.
A Culver's, yuck, man. You know how a Pollo Tropical out here would be a hit because there's Haitians, a lot of people have moved here from Tampa and Miami. Like this, a Pollo Tropical out here would be a hit. There's nothing authentic in these suburbs. Like 20 to 30, another Publix over here. 20 to 30% of the population here is like probably the type of people that would eat Spanish food.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's nothing out here. Like it's so bland. It's bad. A few mobile home parks over here. I mean, you might. Mobile home parks are a scam. I just went in Florida. New car wash, Dunkin' Donuts, gas station, Arby's. But you see the theme though. It's all kind of the same type of suburban blandness. Like there's nothing authentic. What's going on here? A Cooper family, another medical center. And then they started clearing this lot here. I'm sure that's going to be another medical center. And maybe it'll be attached to another dental clinic. Is that a tractor? So this used to be a small rural community. Now it's just like one giant suburb. The outskirts of Bradenton. The outskirts of Bradenton. Forest Creek. So, you know what's crazy? The rapper Rod Wave from St. Pete, he has a property here right where we started the video on that exit in a gated community. And Manatee County Sheriff's Office raided it and they found like 4 or 5 sticks and a bunch of dudes that were like willing to use them. Which is kind of like what people don't get about this area. Like it is suburban, and I'm not gonna say it's dangerous because it's not, but it's definitely bougie. Like it's definitely like if you've made enough money on the streets of Bradenton, Sarasota, come hide over here.
Yeah.
You know, and then they're building something else here. A giant warehouse, another storage unit, a Wendy's, a 7-Eleven, and another dental clinic. You see the theme, right?
These building styles now are like so sad.
Everything's sad. I mean, look at this intersection. A Wendy's, which is an Arby's and a Wendy's are practically the same thing. Like, you have Wendy's and Arby's, a Dunkin' Donuts, a 7-Eleven, another 7-Eleven, a Publix, a Chinese place, a dental clinic, urgent care. It's all like 7 or 8 businesses. Like this one here in that corner, that's a dental care. On this drive, how many teeth do these people have out here? This is what used to be the town of Parish. And like I said, unrecognizable, a Dollar General. So you get that, like everything is so bland out here. It really is depressing. Like you have things, but there's nothing. This is pretty good African American barbecue place right there. I definitely recommend it. I think they're not open like every day of the week. They're open like sometimes, but when they are open, definitely recommend it. There's a train museum, which I did at one time, and that was enough for me. It was definitely enough for my dad. He just about had a heart attack.
Yeah, I don't think he's welcome back.
Yeah. My dad, like, I took my dad, like, he's like, he came over and my dad, do you like trains? Like, yeah, I love trains. I want to go on a train ride? It's like, sure. So we got on this train ride, like, halfway there, he's trying to convince me that I need to, like, try to get them to stop the train. I'm like, dude, they're not, there's, like, kids having birthday parties and stuff. I'm like, they're not stopping this train for you, Dad. Like, that's not going to happen.
He ruined kids' birthday parties.
He ruined, like, 3 birthday parties.
Yep.
Trying to stop this train, saying he had a heart attack. I'm like, it's a one-way train from here to Willow. A little town called Willow.
Yeah.
You know? Gullies. Right there. Please do not park your truck on the road until you're on the road. Dang it, man. These hicks are unbelievable.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Florida 62 West.
And then you're an hour from Lakeland, which is where we're heading today. Cute little houses here in the town center. Like, it's not much left of this town. And then there's like Los Primos Mexican grocery store there. I think they had like 50 code violations last time I looked. Definitely
at the
not
light,
very
turn
clean.
right onto Florida 62 West.
New homes from the 300,000s to the 1 million. Can you imagine having $1 million and anything up here?
If I had $1 million, I'd be getting a house in the Estates and then having money left over.
Continue on Florida 62
you
West
have to be nuts
for 19 miles.
Buy $1 million house out here. How much do you like living in a giant box that you'd have to spend? You get a pretty big size box out here for $1 million.
I think you could, for $1 million, you could get a house out by Wiggins Pass.
Yeah. Literally, if these real estate prices continue the way they're going, Naples is going to start to look reasonable.
Naples is already starting to look reasonable.
Yeah. Crazy. Housing affordability is a mess.
Yeah.
41 miles to Wauchula. So all this farmland's been rezoned and turned into like these little communities out here. And they got somebody power waving, yeah, buy a new home! They got somebody literally in the middle of the woods holding a sign saying buy new homes. That's how you spend your Saturday afternoon in Florida, waving a sign saying buy new homes. You know, that lady's just about convinced me to buy a new home. Except I can't afford it. And out here, like, they're still building houses like crazy. Obviously, all the workers are going to be Hondurans and Nicaraguans, and most of them are undocumented. And nobody goes after them. They want to catch the little guy working, but they don't go after these big corporations that are hiring 500 of these people. You know, the contractors. Everything's a contractor. You know, all these county roads in Florida are mowed by undocumented people. You know, county contracts, municipal contracts, all that. All these new houses are being built by undocumented people. And then they want to chase down the little guy. Why don't you go after the big guy that's got 1,000 of them working? All because there's a contractor in the middle.
Money in the middle.
There's money, yeah. And who gets those contracts? Whoever's friends with the people downstairs, you know, at the freaking downtown down there, whatever the crap.
Big wigs.
Whoever's friends with the commissioners and the officials, they get all those contracts, and then they're over here and taking ice in the little person. Why don't you go after the big guys? That got 100 people up there on that roof. They're the ones. Who's the contractor here? Oh, there's 7 contractors. Let's find each and every last one of them. They're the ones that are really breaking the law. I did a video right here in this community the other day. There was like 8 or 9 working on this side and 10 working on that side. And they sent this Honduran guy to talk to me about why I was recording. Like, because it's a free country. Like, well, we're scared. I'm like, that's your problem. That's not my problem. If you're illegal, that's your problem. I can't move differently because you got a problem. That's your problem. That's not my problem. I'm a journalist. I'm here to make the news. I gotta stay on top of things. But that's like an old plantation looking house right there. I wonder how old it is. I've never seen that. That's like, what's it called? David Stable. I wonder how old the building is. But anyways, they just keep building. I think right around here it kind of stops. Are there any more communities heading up that way? But then out here, Mosaic is this giant company that has a bunch of mines all over Florida, and those people are destroying Florida. They're friends with the governor and all the people in Tallahassee, so they're good. Best friends with the governor, playing golf. They're probably playing golf with the governor right now. But these people out here at these mining companies, man, they've just about put a hole in the world. And then out here, there's Lake Parrish. Lake Parrish is giant. I think it's like a mile across. I think it's like 2.3 square miles. It's insanely large. It's gonna be up ahead on the left. We're probably not gonna see it on camera, but it's behind a wall. And that's for FPL, Manatee County, to cool their machinery, which in turn shouldn't our electric bill be low because they have this facility so close to where we live? But it's not. I can't believe my electric bill. What are we paying for electric right now? Since we moved into this new one. What's it, a 900 square foot apartment? Not even? How big is our apartment?
Like 900.
900 square foot apartment. What's our electric bill lately?
Like 150.
150. I'm paying $150 for a 1-bedroom apartment. An electric bill. And they got this giant FPL thing over here at Lake Parrish. I think it was built like in the 1970s. It's giant. It's like you could literally fit Anna Maria Island inside of this lake. It's just so if you live in Bradenton, just so you can have an idea, the entirety of Anna Maria Island would fit inside of this lake. It's giant and it's square shaped. And I think they use it to cool FPO. There's the towers right there. You can see the two towers pointing up. Same color as my shirt. My polo shirt, because I don't wear garbage. I wear polo. You know they polo. Like Trick Daddy once said, man. You know they polo. You ain't gotta ask me. But yeah, FPL's got this giant plant over here. What's it say right there? I think there's a park you can go into as well, right? Because I've seen people fishing it on YouTube. FPL, Lake Parish. Yeah, buddy. Driving out to the middle of nowhere now. No man's land. Eventually these will all be gated communities as well. So you can't really see Lake Parish. It's to the left of us. But it's there. Like I said, somebody on YouTube's fishing it, so I guess there must be a way of getting on it legally somehow. Can I get another water, please? Get your foot off the dash, woman. Palm farm down there. That's the weirdest thing I've said all day. Palm frond farm. Palm frond pond. Say it. Okay, say this. Repetitive. Hold up. Palm frond farm pond. Palm frond. No. Palm frond farm pond. Palm frond farm pond. You can see the outskirts. You can see like the wall.
Front farm pond.
Palm frond pond farm. Yeah, puff. I tell you what, look, they got a polo police, man. They got the police out shit, man. Somebody getting arrested with the Esta down there.
Literally.
Yeah, buddy. Are they undocumented, probably?
Nope.
Get in there, boy. Get your butt up in there, boy. Play with the Manatee County Parish office down there. Get your butt up in there, boy. Look, they got a whole bus right there. There's about 20 or 40 of them up there. Except for we won't have any dang tomatoes if you arrest them. We don't need tomatoes that bad. Really don't. Look at these motorcycles. Why would somebody be walking out here? You catch that? There's just somebody like randomly walking out here. Taking them to the jail. Or the mental health facility. One of the two. Well, these will all be gated communities in the future.
Yes.
Palm frond farm pond. Vultures right there eating something. It's big. Look like a big deer. Wow, that's a huge. Have you noticed how big the deer are out here compared to other parts of Florida? You don't really get a lot of big deer in Florida except for like out here. Say it with me, Katie.
Yeah.
Palm frond farm pond. Palm frond farm pond. Parmesan down there. That's a tough one. Leave it to Florida to have a crime in the middle of a field. Alright, y'all, checking out Parish, Florida.